history is a timeline of great dynasties, revolutionary innovations, and timeless cultural traditions. Today, I will be telling you about a country, China, and its rich culture and community. Through in-depth research and of reliable sources, I've grasped a better understanding of China's cultural climate, and now I'm excited to share what I've learned with you. First, I'm going to tell you about China's political culture. Second, I'm going to talk about their communication climate. And lastly, I'm going to tell you about a recent event that happened there. Let me begin by telling you about their political culture. China's one-child policy is one of the most controversial political programs introduced in China. According to a Britannica Fletcher K 2025 China One-Child Policy article, the purpose of which was to limit the great majority of family units in the country to one child each. Nevertheless, it was implemented more effectively in urban environments where small nuclear families were more willing to comply with the policy. Because of this policy, over time, the gap widened between the number of males and females. As the children grew of age, there were fewer females available left for marriage. However, these efforts came to an end. One Child Policy Article 2025 states the policy was enforced for most Chinese into the 21st century, but in the late 2015, Chinese officials announced that the program was ending. Now that I've told you about their political culture, let me tell you about their communication climate. China has always been an adaptable country, as we can see with its long and still expanding history. According to Geert Hostafed and Michael Minkoff's research in Cultures and Organizations Software of the Mind 2025, they show an ability to adapt traditions easily to change conditions. The people of China are known to be very adaptable and entrepreneurial. 70 to 80% of Chinese businesses tend to be small to medium-sized and family-owned, according to Hostafed. China has always been a pragmatic and transparent country. In societies with pragmatic orientation, truth depends very much on the situation. Hostafed 2025. Now let me tell you about a recent event that happened in China. It's no secret that the people of China aren't spending enough. According to Why is China Spending Billions to Get People to Open Their Wallets, an article by Yi Ma 2025, Beijing is going on a spending spree that will encourage Chinese people to crack open their wallets. Prices fell for 18 months in a row. Prices dropping might sound like a good news, but a persistent decline in consumption signals deeper economic trouble. Yi Ma 2025. The consumer confidence is at an all-time low today, and according to Yi Ma, the Chinese Communist Party would have to restore consumer confidence to get their citizens spending again. Now that I've told you about China, let me conclude. First, I told you about China's political culture. Then, I told you about its communication climate. And lastly, I told you about a recent event that happened in China. China's ever-changing climate and culture reminds us that every chapter shapes our future, inviting us to reflect on what's next. 谢谢。